Today we are going to play around with the items I received in the Boxycharm Premium. If you didn't see that video, go check it out. It went up live yesterday. I started doing the 2-in-1s where I would do the unboxing and the try-ons, but to be fair, my face was on A and B. I didn't know if it was premium or if it was like a promo box. Long story short, everyone is saying the items I received were choice items, so I ended up getting my premium really fast, which is amazing. And because I didn't get to try it in that video, we are going to try the products today, so get excited. My skin is clean, so we're gonna dive on in. You guys see how I cured that pimple? Girl, don't play with me when it comes to me and acne. If I can avoid it, I try to avoid it at all costs. Because I went through a phase where it was like cystic. Believe it or not, it was in my teen years, but still, it was cystic and it was bad. And one time I had one right here. It was massive and it was my 8th grade prom and it was embarrassing. We're gonna move on to the very first item. I'm gonna try the primer, okay? We're gonna do one of these because apparently you can pretty much do this. So I'm just gonna kind of like apply like this. I like stick primers. The only thing is that now I have to either use a sponge, which defeats the purpose because it lifts some of the product, or I'll blend it in with my fingers, which is what I'm actually going to do. I like that it does have a little bit of a white cast, so it allows you to see where you applied it and where you didn't. Like, I skipped my nose. All right, I think I was wrong. Like, when I initially swatched it at the back of my hand, I was like, yeah, it's gonna leave a white cast. It kind of does, but it kind of doesn't, right? If anything, my face looks, at least here on camera, I don't know what it looks like to you guys, but for me, it kind of looks like it balanced the redness a little bit. I don't know what makeup look I'm going to create, but I know that it has to be something that won't catch too much attention because Ty has an event at school. It's a ceremony for having like amazing grades and stuff. So I need to go to that. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Mario foundation. I have a full-on review on it if you haven't checked her out. I use 140. Beautiful shade selection for me. I chose it myself. Took me a minute because I had to do some online research. But I've learned that I actually like just the one pump. You guys know I'm not into like really heavy coverage. I mean, I've done it and it's fine. It looks amazing. Like, I don't do that full. So for me, it's like the one pump was more than enough. Otherwise, it gets too greasy looking. And if you've never tried this foundation and you're going to avoid things that will give you luminosity prior to applying this product, because it adds the luminosity. So avoid something like this, okay? Because this adds that glow. Avoid primers that are supposed to hydrate, and avoid unless you have really dry skin, and avoid primers that add like that glow, because you're not gonna need it with this product. Anyway, go check out that video, okay? I'm gonna link it up here. People really loved my review. Thank you, I appreciate it. I feel like I tried to provide as much detail as possible. So once I blended in and made sure that I had foundation everywhere, and I'm just gonna buff her in. And the one pump is more than enough. I feel like my skin is in decent condition where I don't really need more than one pump. And again, I don't like that heavy full coverage effect. I just want some balancing and enhancement, and this foundation definitely does that. This primer promises to smooth the skin and help your makeup last longer. We're gonna wait and see what happens throughout the day. And I'll leave you guys like a pinned comment letting you guys know how it worked, how it felt, how it whatever. It is hot AF in Florida today, at least in my area. So it's gonna be a really good day to try this out. Technically speaking, the foundation looks the same on top of this primer as it did in the other primers that I've used. So I don't see anything special so far with the foundation right on top. If you do, let us know in the comment section. I prepped my lids with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. And for those of you wondering when the sale that I told you guys was coming is going to actually come, be ready next week. I will update you guys on the community page, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, okay? Make sure you hit the notification bell and the like button. Since the lids are ready to go, we're gonna dive on into the palette. Just remember, I said I have to go to Ty's school, so I'm gonna do something pretty wearable, and then we will revisit this palette for something dramatic because I did not swatch this in yesterday's video. Look at that. It screams deliciousness, and it would match my top today, but I can't do that. I feel like everyone would stare at me if I were to go in with like straight on blue eyeshadow. So we're gonna go wearable so I can show you guys how this palette would work in a sense, okay? So first things first, I'm gonna go into the shade Queen, and I want to tap Queen on the crease. We're only tapping right now, and I'm gonna bring it right about like halfway. I'm gonna go back and forth, make sure most of the product lays on the eye and is built up in the areas that we want it. Doo-doo-doo. I feel like this shade is most definitely darker than I thought it was gonna be. So I'm glad I used it on the crease because my initial thought was this is going all over the lid. No, that's way too dark for what I'm trying to do. Grabbing my Ofra blending brush, I'm gonna blend that edge. This is gonna take some time because I wanna diffuse it really well. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna dip into the shade Countess. Because it's lighter, it'll work with that shade we applied on the crease and it'll help diffuse that edge. I'm gonna kind of go around here. That's a really pretty color. With the same brush, I'm gonna go into Castle and I'm gonna tap that all over the lid from beginning through to like the center. I wanna make sure that I open and brighten the eye. Before I put this brush down, I feel like I wanna go back in to Queen. Very lightly though, because she was pigmented. I'm gonna drag some of Queen on the under portion of the eye. I think it'll look really pretty once I apply some mascara. And then I'm gonna grab a denser crease brush. I'm gonna dip into Lady in Waiting. And I'm gonna tap that out here and then go around in circles. Tap, 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 circles. Continue to go tap, tap, tap in circles. Eventually we will go back in with that blending brush by Ofra and kind of diffuse it a little bit. But we want to deepen the outer corner just a smidgy smidge. I could have gone brown, but I felt like I wanted to stay in the berry tones. It looks so pretty this way. Back with my Ofra brush, I'm gently holding from the outer portion. I'm gently going to kind of like blend this all together. I want to diffuse it. I don't want any harsh lines. I kind of want to round it off. I've already got all the tones I want. I am going to avoid here to here. So I'm going to be as close to the brow as possible and then surrounding those areas. I grabbed a really, really skinny angled brush. I'm gonna go into King, which is their brown. This would also work if you were to grab a black. It's perfectly fine, or like an espresso. And I'm gonna fake a wing really quickly out here. You might want to tap out every single time, as I usually tell people, because these do have some fallout for sure. I'm gonna drag back. So I'm creating a wing with eyeshadow, which is sometimes the safest bet because it's easy to clean up if you make a mistake. And then I'm gonna grab a very small brush, like a small crease brush. I'm gonna diffuse that, give it a little bit of a smoked out effect. I'm gonna go back in and add a little more. Diffuse again. Now I'm gonna go into a deeper shade of brown. If you don't have that, that's fine. Go in with a black. I definitely want to go with an espresso. And I'm gonna outline the bottom so it'll stand out a little bit and out here, but just like the lower portion. And this time I'm not gonna blend it out. All right, I did the other eye. Now I tend to go back in with my powder puff, no additional product. Use that outer edge, which is why I love that it's a triangle. And I like to kind of go like that, but don't overdo it because then you'll hurt yourself. I do it very gently and I clean out the outer edge because I want it to be nice and sharp and just, you know. Okay, then I would apply mascara and lashes. I decided to skip on the falsies. I curled my lashes and then I went in with my It Superhero mascara and it turned out so good. It turned out really good, so I'm gonna leave it alone because, you know, if I go in with falsies, I might just end up butchering the eye look. Kept the bottom really simple. I love the eyes. Now we're gonna go into the cheeks. And you guys already know I'm obsessed with corally colors. I think I want to go in with this one. Look how stunning these are. They do kick up a lot, so be very careful. Look at my brush. It picked up a lot of product. I'm gonna tap in. I barely touched the pan. I'm gonna start back here. That is a lot. We have to diffuse it. I'm gonna tap and look. It picks up so much. That is so pretty. We're gonna blend all of these together, make it one. Oh my God, I love that blush palette. And now we're gonna apply the lippy again. But before applying the lippy, I am gonna go in with a lip liner. I'm gonna use Beauty Vault's lip liner in Cozy Cura. Now I used the Dragon Beauty 2.0 cc's. You guys know that's my favorite nude. But that one is such a taupey nude. I really had to go in and build it and build it. I don't wanna put that much work into a lip liner, so I'm gonna use this one. This lipstick, the formula, I think everyone's gonna love it. I'm obsessed with this formula for sure. In case you don't know, mine is in the shade Manifest if you didn't see the unboxing. It's kind of like a peachy nude. This shade is not necessarily unique, but the formula, it's stunning, okay? Very long wear. It's definitely like little clouds, just so comfortable. And when it dried down, it didn't actually move around. It felt hydrating, kind of like, oh, it might move. It did not move around. I do find the little applicator slightly weird because it's so freaking long, but I get it for the packaging. See, that did the trick. That Crazy Kira lip liner works. Look how yummy that lipstick looks. It's just, I'm so happy with this lipstick. I want it in all shades. A little trick I like to do, if your lipstick doesn't seem as clean or crisp, just go in with a flat brush, a synthetic one that you would kind of clean your brows with, and a little bit of concealer and clean it out. And voila. Now that you guys have confirmed that this is my PR premium variation, I am so happy. I mean, I was happy thinking it was a promo box, but oh my goodness, this variation was really good. I'm not happy about the Alley Oop brush because I've already received it twice. And I still want to say Alley Poop. I'm sorry. And I'm not making fun of the brand. It's just that's the first thing that pops in my mind. The Refreshments Body Butter, I would most definitely get use out of. The Beauty Bakery Primer, I'm gonna see what it does for my skin throughout the day, but it is a primer and we can always use new primers. I love that it's in stick form, so it makes it easy to travel with. The blush palette is probably, okay, never mind, hold on. The eyeshadow palette was actually really nice. Anything out of this world? No, it blended, it worked. The shades are pretty. It's good quality, and I think it's an awesome feature for sure. I am usually able to pinpoint one item alone and say this stood out to me the most out of the whole box. It's my favorite. These two, I can't choose. The lippy is just beautiful, okay? Not just the packaging is stunning, but the formula itself, I think everyone needs to get a hold of one of these and give it a try so you'll see what I'm saying. But then this blush palette, and that was me trying to go light-handed and it was a lot. So you have to proceed with caution with her, but she is so beautiful. Now, based on your comments in yesterday's video, a lot of you guys chose the blush palette. You guys get excited. You are going to love that palette. I hope you've provided your feedback in the comment section below. Make sure you check out the giveaway that is still live. It is linked in the description box. And I'm also linking the premium unboxing for you guys. That way it's easier for you guys to find. All right, you guys, and that is a wrap for today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please don't forget to hit the like button for me. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.